Let's actually pull up the character sheet. Oh god, I forgot about the pizzas.
Hello everybody! Welcome back after our little break to another session of City of Mist. I am joined, as always, by my wonderful players. We have Chris, who will be playing Clark. We have Vary, who's playing Effie. We have Kelly, who's playing Mal. And we have Fraser, who's playing Cal. I, as always, am your Master of Ceremonies, Jay. And, how's everybody feeling after last week?
Scar. Still scarred.
Bad.
Good. Sorry. MC does not just stand for Master of Ceremonies, it also means mighty cunt. So, without further ado, if you're here at the moment, then you know how this works. This is the 4th time we've done this. It should be pretty much ingrained. And if you are, this is the first time you've seen this, honestly, I recommend going onto YouTube and watching the last 3 episodes, otherwise none of this shit's gonna make sense. So yeah, we will start, as we always do, with the City of Mist cinematic move, the voiceover monologue, to recap the last session. Kelly, if you'd like to take it away.
Dear Diary, today I got shot. When I woke up this morning, I thought for sure I was going to lose this job on, like, day 2. But before I could, like, race out the door of this pub that we had slept in, Clark had made us all a get-out-of-jail-free card. I mean, Effie still had to go to her work, so the rest of us came up with a plan. We figured the dentist I recognised Mr. Ed Sleazeball from was probably, like, our best bet. Good to start as any, even if we did have a little bit of a disagreement on how exactly to get there. Should be nicer to those guys and their bike idea, because I'm not going to get a chance to apologise now. As soon as we got off the bus, we were attacked. Everything happened so fast, and before I knew it, I was home, and the guy that grabbed me was bleeding all over my carpet. There were others there, and they shot the injured guy first. I couldn't move. I've never been so scared in my whole life. I mean, the guy had a gun, and he started talking about bread, something about needing work, and sorry. And then it was all over.
Mal, you wake up. You are lying, slumped against the wall of your own flat. Everything is in perfect order. There are no upsets to the furniture. There's no damage anywhere. There is a faint whiff of disinfectant, And as you sit up, your straight blonde hair falls in your face. And you pause.
Mal didn't have straight blonde hair.
No. You remember everything. You remember the fight in the alley. You remember appearing here with the guy with one arm bleeding everywhere. You remember him dying on your couch. And you remember the smaller man crouching down in front of you and espousing this theatrical speech before shooting you in the head. And as you feel at your own head for any wounds, you realize there's no sign of the bullet, except for the taste of blood and metal in your mouth. What do you do?
I think Mal takes a minute. Takes some deep breaths. She's looking, she's like holding her hair up, looking at it and just thinking this isn't what my hair looked like, and she's looking at her hands, but they look the same, and she gets up and she's looking all over her living room for any sign that what happened was real. Like the faintest bloodstain on the carpet, on the couch.
There's nothing. But as you are searching, you notice an unfamiliar weight in your pocket. Your own phone is in your hip pocket where you left it. But there's another weight in your jacket. As you reach in, you find a phone in a not very ostentatious, but still it's a Marvin the Martian phone case. And as you pull it out, you look at it and you realize that it has the location data active and an active GPS system open on it, like just a usual maps app. And
it's just showing your like where I am, my place.
And you realize that you've actually seen this phone before. This is Cal's phone.
Yes. Okay, I have Cal's phone. See when she's searching as well for any sign of blood or anything. How clean is it?
Very.
Because unrealistic. Mal doesn't clean that well.
Yeah, it is.
There should be crumbs.
It is spotless.
Yeah, cool. So someone has come in and cleaned. She goes to her the mirror on the wall and like looks at herself and looks like, and she's like pulling her hair at the roots and like looking at it, and she's like, did they dye my hair?
It looks blonde all the way down.
Like natural blonde, not like
Yeah.
bleached blonde.
Yeah. No evidence of bleaching, no stray roots, no nothing.
Okay, you said it was straight.
Yep.
Is there more or less of it than there was before?
It's a bit longer than it was before.
Okay. Okay, this is probably less important than the time she's giving to it. It's distracting her. She ties her hair back, get it out of her face because it's going to keep distracting her. And goes like, did she get anyone's phone numbers? She goes through. It does. You know what? She goes through Cal's phone and gets Clark's phone number.
I mean, that's the thing. You've got Cal's phone and it's
I've got Cal's phone.
It's unlocked.
Oh yeah, when I looked in the mirror, is there literally? There's nothing. There's no bullet wound in my forehead or
wound,
a scar.
Not even a bruise.
And what time is it now? It's first thing in the morning.
You check your watch. You're not exactly sure how long the bus ride took, but it can't have been more than really half an hour, 45 minutes since you left the bar from then. It has been 2 hours since then.
Okay. Time has passed. Things have happened. They have been... Mal is so in shock right now that she's just piecing together. She can't even connect the pieces of information. She's just laying them out next to each other. I got shot. There is no bullet in my head. Time has passed. I am blonde now. I have Cal's phone. I think this is the point where she would use Cal's phone if it's open and unlocked already on a map, on a GPS thing. She would probably go into his contacts and find Clark's number.
You hear a hammering at the door.
She freezes.
When there is no answer, you hear a bang as the door is kicked in, revealing Cal and Clark looking frazzled, frantic, and I believe probably in Cal's case, carrying a giant hammer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys scared the shit out of me.
Just freeze.
Are you okay?
Oh, no?
Cal's like looking around the room for... Where's that teleporter guy?
The one who grabbed me?
Yeah.
He got shot.
Actually,
You shot
He
him?
died on my couch.
He didn't get shot.
I
You
didn't
got-
shoot him. I didn't shoot him. Get a gun. No, there was more of them. There was more of them. They got him, and then also me. Right here.
Clark comes over and like starts like examining your forehead where you're pointing at.
Also, I'm blonde now.
Clark's eyes lift up to your hairline. Yes, you weren't blonde.
I
before.
definitely wasn't. I wasn't even blonde as a baby.
Clark, do you
Yep.
put your hands on Mal's forehead at all?
Yes.
She's not cold, but she's not necessarily as warm as she should be.
Can I? And I'm sure this. I'm sure this is not. If the answer is no, that's absolutely fine. But like, can I check to see if her time is okay?
Okay, I think we should probably run this a bit more generally, rather than just looking specifically at Mal's time. So
Okay.
what I want you to do is I want you to
I thought I
give
just
me
got knocked unconscious.
I want you to give me an investigate move.
Okay. I get my dice tray. I had not got enough. For some
I want
reason.
you to investigate! Because
Okay.
this is a very particular kind of investigate. Because I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to look into the mist.
I suppose.
At least a little bit.
I suppose that would be
So what you're going to do, this is a slight variation on the investigate move, which we have not tried before.
Oh.
And I am playing a little fast and loose with what this is. Because you're doing
Fair.
like a magical investigation of your kind of thing on her. This is meant to be like when you're kind of doing it on yourself. This is I'm extending this, I'm twisting it. Because fuck it, TTRPG rules. I do what I like.
Yeah.
So what you're actually going to do is you are going to roll plus mythos for this.
Okay.
Which is you add 1 for every mythos card you have.
And I have 2 mythos cards.
2 mythos cards. You cannot add anything else.
Okay, so I just straight up +2 to this roll.
Straight up +2 to this roll.
Okay.
But it plays like the investigate move.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. That's not very good.
What did you get?
These dice have been real good to me so far, but that's a 1 and a 2.
That's a 5!
It's
Oh!
a 5. That's a fail.
Oh no! Okay, give me a minute.
Is this our first complete failure?
This is our first complete failure, yes.
I was about to ask.
Woo!
I'm so
sadly,
happy
Chris.
to be
Well done,
pushing
Chris.
these milestones for us, guys.
sadly, unlike Monster of the Week, you do not level up from failure. Which, by the way, really cool system.
That's where Jay gets really disappointed and he's like, nothing happens when you tragically fail this.
I'm trying to, here's the thing. City of Mist, these are great books. They're really informative about stuff. However, the one thing that has been pissing me off this entire time,
Yeah.
they don't have good descriptions for what happens if you fail.
Interesting.
Like they have the success stuff, they have the partial success stuff. They don't really have a lot for failure.
I think he should pee his pants.
Which can be a little problem.
I second that.
I disagree.
Yeah,
Can I
'cause
use
there's
my hurt against Cal to make him pee his pants?
there's like 2 whole there's like 2 whole pages here dedicated on what happens on a 7 to 9. But there is nothing here about what happens when you get a
1 to 6.
6 or below.
So it just
what I-
doesn't happen?
What I will tell you, you're trying to look into Mal's time.
Yeah. See if it's interrupted.
This is a total failure, so I don't really want to give you much, but
I mean, you feel free to give me absolutely nothing. My eyes cross and some sand drains out of my nose. I don't know.
I will tell you that Mal has been here for the last 2 hours.
Okay. That's fine.
That's all
like-
you really get from this.
That's fair. Right. I'm like, don't see anything. I can't find anything particularly strange or unusual. I stop examining Mal. I'm like, and you're sure you're feeling physically? You're feeling all right, aside from the feeling that you were shot in the head.
That's a good question, Jay. Do I feel alright otherwise?
Yeah, taste of blood and metal in your mouth, notwithstanding. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still taste the blood.
Interesting.
There's no
Okay.
blood.
I'll go and get you some water. I go into the bathroom to get a glass of water.
Okay.
Or
Also,
the kitchen,
it's too clean in here. And it's freaking me out.
Clark just turns
Like,
around with a raised eyebrow.
She's in shock. She's like, it looks like how it looked before I moved in. Except with all of my shit in it.
So they cleaned up and just left you here.
Yeah, he was talking about...
Wow, I feel like it was more for their benefit.
Why am I not dead?
That's a good question.
I should be dead.
It's not beyond the realm of comprehension that it might be something to do with your gift, whatever that is. We still don't know.
True.
But I got shot. It went in. It hurt.
And now you're standing before us, whole and well, with the only difference being that you're now blonde.
Did it go all the way through your head, or like, did it stop? Because it might be like a iron skin sort of situation, you know?
I purposefully walk over to Cal and elbow him to be like, and go, that may be a little insensitive.
I mean, it's a valid question, but
Now,
also...
I wish I had like an exit wound for you to look at or something, but unfortunately I don't know what the fuck is going on ever!
Cal's just really curious about like what the mythos is, and it's just like, oh, sorry, I didn't...
Unless you have some kind unless you have some kind of X-ray machine in that pocket of yours.
Don't you fucking dare.
It's still in there!
Well... I put my hammer away.
What if... No, I'm sorry, what if it's like the Wolverine and it's just healed over and it's still in there? I can have a stroke.
Do you feel like dizzy? Headache?
No?
Probably fine.
I give Mal the glass of water.
Can I pull out a handheld metal detector out of my pocket?
Yes, yes you can. Yes, you can.
I turn it on and I start scanning Mal's head.
Yeah, you pull out, like, an airport security metal detector.
Yeah.
Does Mal have any fillings?
No.
No metal. There is no metal in this woman's head.
There you go.
Except the earring.
You're fine. Puts it back.
Where I was curled up on the floor.
Yeah?
Because I know they cleaned. Is there like a dent in the wall from behind me?
No. What there is... Yeah, right. I'll just give you this one for free.
Yeah.
There is what might look like slightly fresher paint.
Ah.
This is... This is so fucked.
Mal.
So here, and I give Cal his phone back.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Does your building have security cameras? Like out front or something?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're real or just fake.
I'm gonna go get a die and roll you a luck check.
Fair enough.
Like, I can see security cameras, whether or not they're actually real or just the dummy ones that to kind of, you know,
Fancy dice box.
scare people off.
Fancy dice
Make them
box,
think that
fancy
there's cameras.
Fancy dice box. Jamie, I got an email from the woman who made this quite recently. She was like, "Yeah, hey, how you enjoying it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm showing it off every chance I get because fancy dice box."
It's so fancy!
And dicey.
so
fancy.
fancy.
Yeah,
And
so,
talk.
I know
You
it's a
should show
2d6 system.
along.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is a 2d6 system, so I'm going to roll 2d6 for this luck check.
Across everything.
Okay. On a total success, security cameras, they're all in fine working condition. Partial success, security cameras, but they can be a bit patchy. Failure, they're fucked.
Seems reasonable.
That is a 6. Sorry.
They're fucked.
Cameras are fucked.
They're fucked. Oh well.
They're not even just broken. They're fake cameras. I'm not kidding. By the way, my building, fake cameras.
Don't say that.
And
No,
her
those are
address
red.
is.
Hey, no doxing me.
I was gonna say,
Ding
Clark.
dong docs.
Clark is sitting there looking at me like, Mal, this is probably a very strange question, but has anything even remotely like this, not the being kidnapped or anything, just the waking up and everything being a little bit new and a little bit strange, the feeling like you've had an accident or something and waking up and being all right. Has this ever happened before?
Yeah, I got poisoned once.
Got poisoned?
Yeah, I don't know why. I ended up in the hospital. Someone put something in my drink.
Oh.
I mean, like, the bartender like kept the drink, and they said I was lucky to be alive.
Interesting.
Someone's tried to kill me before.
Maybe it's like maybe it is like you said, like a Wolverine thing, like you heal faster than people generally do.
Don't though. I mean, I'm not the most graceful person ever. I get scratches and bruises and stuff, and they're pretty normal.
So possibly not a healing so much as possibly to do with near-death experiences, or I mean, I don't want to suggest that you may have died when you were poisoned, that you may have died in this instance and then you've woken up and you're alright. Don't really want to consider the ramifications of what ability like that might be, but the most important thing is that you are currently alive and well. And we can ascertain...
Eye blonde!
Huh?
Eye blonde, though.
Shrugs.
Did you
Did
feel like
anything-
you wanted to be blonde?
No. I kind of liked my hair the way it was. It was mine.
Did anything about you change... When you mentioned the poisoning then, did anything about you change physically after that?
I mean, I don't know. I was kind of just focusing on the whole, I'm in the hospital, someone tried to kill me thing. Nothing as obvious as this, for sure.
Well, possibly, if we try and look into the people who are trying to kill you, we might be able to find some more information. Does that sound sensible?
I mean, yeah, I kind of thought I had managed to, I don't know, hide very well, but they were in my house.
Well, the one thing we do know is that the member of their group who could teleport is no longer alive, so it should hopefully be more difficult for them to reach you in future. So, we can be reassured of that, if nothing else.
Hmm.
So now what we need to do is we need to find a safe place to keep you. Does that sound
Okay.
alright? Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Let's see about getting in touch with Effie. She'll want to know about all of this, I'm sure. I'm a phone at Effie.
Effie, you. Well, I need to know what's going on right now, because Effie, the last time we saw you, you were down at the police station being questioned by Detective Sergeant McLean, and were bailed out by Judge Megan Monroe, who, at this point in time, for you, because some time has passed, so we're not operating on the same time scale here. The last time, at the end of the last session, we saw Judge Monroe go into the office of Captain Monroe.
Ah, yes.
And Effie may have put two and two together. So I'm going to wind back a little bit and ask Effie what she does while the judge is in there.
Well, what she did was slip DCI McLean a note saying, I can't give you the full story here, but we will talk, and I will give you what you will know off the record.
Excellent.
I'm fairly sure he gave me a wee,
Just a wee nod. Aye.
just a wee nod begrudgingly because he didn't get the info that he wanted his way.
Hmm.
And because I wanted to speak to Monroe, I also slip him a voucher for a drink after work. So that's where we'll know we'll meet.
Aye. So I'm assuming that's a handwritten. I'll buy you a drink.
I owe you one drink.
Aye. An Effie voucher.
It's written on the back of a Guinness napkin.
We don't question.
I just found in my handbag.
We don't question why Effie's carrying random napkins around.
She knows a guy. It's fine.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, you have slipped him the note, and you see the judge coming out of the captain's office. What do you do?
So the judge, I kinda nod at her and say, can I have a quick word, please? I understand that I have taken up some of your time when you are quite busy, but I feel this may be important to you.
Of course. She leads you outside.
Okay. It's about a case that you had. John. His body was just found recently.
You know that I can't have pre-existing information before a trial.
He was in trial.
The trial if he is dead and there is suspicion of murder, there has been no culprit. There has been no trial brought forward. She kind of looks around. Although I do know that the suspects for that particular crime are currently on the run, with very little description about the three of them. So if you have any information, why didn't you give it to the police?
Because someone's trying to frame me.
It's a very serious accusation, Miss Effie. Do you have any idea?
We
who?
both show her the business card from the guy that wanted the pictures.
Marco.
Mm-hmm. His employer, but I don't know anything about them.
Fancy business card. Single name, just a phone number. I don't know what there is that can be gotten off of this or that can be understood through this, but you think you're being framed.
It's not something I would say lightly.
Do you suspect anyone within the police force of being involved?
I have no information to say whether yes or no. I'm still trying to figure things out myself. If you can believe that.
Tell me, how is it that a young woman without even a last name
She kinda
sitting
like
in a police interrogation room knows how to call my assistant?
I didn't call you.
You had someone else call me. I looked up, in fact, the man that you had call me. Mr. Clark Smith.
Mhm.
A government official who works in health and safety.
Mhm.
That's not the part that interests me.
I wouldn't imagine it would be.
The part that interests me is that despite the fact that you don't have a last name, and you didn't give me no defining details were given to me. How did I know exactly who you were?
I'm a memorable face.
Let me guess. Normally, when you call somebody out of the blue, you've never met before. You've never had any interactions with before. They don't question why they know you, do they?
I like you. So what's your thing?
Me? I'm a government official. I work in the legal system. I get calls from strange women at all hours of the day asking for my help.
So if you get calls from strange women every day, why is it mine that intrigues you?
because you called. And I knew you. I didn't have to look anything up. I didn't have to go digging. I didn't have to find any informants. I knew who you were. I knew where you were. I knew just what to ask of you. Like that. Now, I don't quite know what your deal is, though. I know you're a person who finds things out. And I know that you don't deal in money. Now, I don't appreciate people poking around inside my head.
I have no control in that.
Good. Because if you did, this would be a very, very different conversation.
Understood.
Now, I have done you a favor. It seems like you owe me one as well.
It would appear so.
Effie, I want you to find me whoever it was that ran away from that crime scene. Because if you truly are being framed as you say you are, then you're not the only one in danger, are you?
No, I'm not.
Good. So you're going to bring all of these people to me. And we're going to work out exactly what's going on here. And if I ever get an unsolicited call from you begging for my help again, just be aware that the price can only get steeper. Do you understand?
I will do my best to make sure you have no recollection of me from this point forward. I will be like a ghost.
Good. Then I will see you later. I've got work to do. She shoulders her bag and walks away.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
I like
Now-
her.
He was scary.
I don't like her.
Now,
She's part of the mist.
Seems like.
while we did not invoke a move or a mechanic there, that was me still narratively using one of your weakness tags.
Yeah.
And having properly read up on my City of Mist mechanics, finally, something actually happens when I invoke your weaknesses.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, it's a good thing.
Alright, go.
So, that was me invoking your A Guy Knows You
Yep. A guy knows me.
tag. Because, yeah, sometimes people know you, Mel. Mel? Effie. Fuck!
I was like, what have I got to do with this?
Things. Sometimes people know you, Effie. And that's not always a good thing. So, what you're going to do is you are going to mark attention on the theme.
Right.
Exactly. Basically, what that is is that's kind of an XP point.
Oh,
Because once you mark 3 attention on a theme, some good shit can happen. However, if you mark 3 fade on a mythos theme, some bad shit might happen. So you can level up and level down. It's very fun. Yeah.
Level in any damn direction you want.
Can't quite remember what they're called on the logos cards, but it's the same deal. I think it's crack and something else.
crank it. Attention.
Oh, okay.
It's still attention, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how we can do kind of up and down and changes in cards and things, and we will burn that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, you did a favor. You did a favor, Effie.
I don't
And a favor
like
has been
having
asked of you.
favors. Effie just kind of like nods to herself, click her tongue, because she wanted to try and tell Munro about how Mr. Affair had a amorous relationship with someone, but
The current unknown party, known only by the initials of LC. Your phone rings. Working 9 to 5.
hang up,
Okay.
walk out the police station.
Love that.
Fuck yeah.
Also, just because I can't hold this in for much longer, but like the reason we don't know who this unidentified individual is it because they only spend time in limited company?
That's LLC, you twat.
Was worth it for the.
I mean, he's
explosive
certainly
text
very
that you
limited
put.
now. The cunt's dead.
Limited corpses. Eh,
Limited liability corpses. Oh god.
Effie like pulls out her civilian work phone to see if her bosses text her.
You have one text. You have one text from Gladys that just says, "Here, now."
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
It's all your fault. Throws her civvy phone back in her bag and heads towards the archives.
Okay. Yeah, let's switch back to Cal, Clark, and Mal. As Effie makes her way to work. Y'all are still
Clark's
standing
dead.
in Mal's flat. Clark, the line has just gone dead. As Effie declines the call. What y'all gonna do?
I can't
Oh,
get a
man,
hold
I
of
don't know.
Effie.
I was really hoping you guys would have some sort of, like, I don't know, magic doctor or whatever who could, like, look at you and work out what your powers are. This trial by error shit is...
We do have something
Iron.
quite close. We could take her to see Gladys.
We do. Is that the record keeper you mentioned?
Yes. Have you not been to see her?
No, I didn't know I didn't know of her till you
Well,
mentioned her.
it's going to be an exciting visit then. So,
Oh, is there a way to get it that doesn't get us ambushed again?
Well, I
Not
mean,
taking the
And
bus.
you know what? Actually, I'm not asking. I'm not asking Clark that question. Jay, is there a way of getting it that doesn't get us ambushed again? Because you're the one who's ambushing us, man.
Jay, say the tandem bike, say the tandem bike, say the tandem bike, say the tandem
it
bike.
has to be. If we
I
went on the
mean-
tandem bike, we wouldn't have got ambushed. This is a fact.
I
You
did a
could
call- I-
maybe take a tandem bike for 3 people.
I
A
left it at the
bicycle
bar.
built for 3.
However, Cal did leave it at the bar.
Yeah.
I take another one. I take some handlebars out of my jacket, and I'm like,
No, you just
You
no.
know
They're
what?
just disembodied handlebars. They're not attached to anything. You're like, oh fuck.
yeah, it's just
Mal already felt. Look,
hide it behind my
I
back.
said I was sorry for that in my internal monologue when I thought I was dying.
Yeah, I felt bad when I thought you were dead. I mean, you were fine, so.
I'll call us.
Enough. We don't need. We don't need to talk about our feelings.
We don't need to rehash this.
I do also want to remind you guys, you were doing something when Mal got
We
jumped.
were, but like,
True.
I don't want to. I don't know if I want to go back and keep doing it now that we're getting attacked and
What are the
shit. out
chances
in
we
the
get
open.
attacked again doing
Well,
the same
On
thing?
that subject, I do want to ask a very particular question about Clark and Cal.
Okay.
What happened to the arm?
Oh, we
I
probably
got onto the
left it there. Fucked off.
I
Did
mean,
you leave it there?
in fairness, it would be unlike Clark to leave it there.
That's why I'm asking.
Because he is very meticulous, and he does pay very close attention. So he would have made sure that it was disposed of properly for the purposes of recycling.
I think Cal's immediate interest was go after Mal.
Recycling.
I don't think human flesh is recyclable, and I definitely know it's not picked up by city councils. Don't ask how I know
Well,
that.
It depends on how you
Tell it to the
define
pigs.
recycling, like
Yeah, it's generally.
Do you know what I would define that
Burn
as?
it.
I would define that as a fucking biohazard.
Yes, exactly.
It is a
So
biohazard.
I could have put it in my
disposed of the same
pocket.
way- Well, so because it goes in the yellow bins that you get for blood and for sputum for general
Arms.
bodily fluid stuff.
Yeah, for
So
us.
yeah, so it
Define
would
that
have
as
gone in,
evidence.
it would have gone in biohazard waste.
Where
Did
would
we
you have
bin
found
it?
the
Is that what you're
biohazard
saying?
bin?
That's
I could have kept it in my pocket.
No,
I think
things come out. They don't go in, Cal.
Oh, they don't
I
go
think
in.
that means what that probably means is that at the moment,
Is it in Clark's
It-
pocket?
Cal were.
I thought I
would we
could
be able
store
to
anything in
suggest
there as well.
That Cal was able to get either an enormous Ziploc bag, say arm-sized, or
A duffel bag that's just dripping.
but yeah, no, because it would need to be wrapped and like cleaned and like wrapped
I pulled
up.
a giant Ziploc bag out of my.
You got... okay, the giant Ziploc bag is very funny, so we're going to go for that, because it's either that or just cling film.
Giant Ziploc bag that is currently in a backpack and has an arm in it.
There,
We
yeah.
went.
Clark is looking for an appropriate place to dispose of the arm.
Cool. I
Clark
just wanted to...
stayed-
just wanted to make sure.
Arrested.
Clark stayed in
It's so-
the alley, and I went and bought a backpack, and then
'Cause that's
came
like-
back.
Clark is absolutely the if this is being held by somebody, it's absolutely being held by Clark because he is the health and safety official. So therefore,
Yeah.
it's his duty to dispose of this,
Yes.
and also it's his fault.
Yes, that's
True.
it.
He is the one who cut off the arm.
Yes.
Did we leave the blood there? Wasn't there like witnesses? Didn't we just get off a bus?
Oh,
We
that
did just get bus.
you don't need to worry about.
Oh, cause mist.
Remember,
The
the
mist.
mist conceals many things. The mist changes things. It can alter perception. It can toy a little bit with reality. But trust me, no sleeper who saw that will remember it. They might remember a fight. They might remember, well, I don't know, somebody getting their nose bust and bleeding on the floor. But they're not going to
Wouldn't
remember a
giant
guy
scythe.
trying to teleport away with a young woman and getting his arm hacked off after being stopped in time.
Yeah, but like, what if they remember a fight happening and then Clark pulling out a machete and cutting his arm off?
You
'Cause
don't know
that's
what
not
people
magic.
remember because you remember what happened.
Yeah, we won't know what they remember. We
And
just
you
know
le-
that
you
it
bagged
will
up
be
the arm
something
and legged
mundane.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. But also, stop trying to bag up the arm. Get away.
That's fair, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still have a severed human arm from the elbow down
Hmm.
in your bag. In a Ziploc
You
bag.
think Gladys will know who this is?
I just wanted
arm?
to establish the chain of custody of the severed arm.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Very important.
Absolutely.
You know what? Not even if when we get arrested again, this is gonna look so terrible.
I
We get arrested and we forget about the severed human arm in the backpack.
The Ziploc bags are surprisingly smell-proof. Here's the thing. There's no way that Mal would know about this, because what Mal remembers happening is being grabbed, escaping once, being grabbed again, and then being in her flat. With a
She
guy
does remember him
missing
being
an
armless.
arm, bleeding everywhere. Because she was also stopped for that whole dismemberment. Yes, Farron.
Yeah.
So if the forearm is zip-locked into the bag, does that mean the smell of metallic blood and all that's been locked in by that ziplock magic?
Yes.
Damn, you got brand name shit in the pockets there, Free.
It's all
It was,
Acme brand.
it was a good pull. I'm not gonna lie.
You gacha god, you.
I got legendary rank Ziploc bag.
Oh god.
Like,
Oh,
Cal
that's
has secretly been like a fucking, I don't know, Honkai Impact or whatever the fuck the game is player.
Yes, we have to
You've been
reveal
playing
now.
fucking Raid Shadow Legends.
Fraser's
Like,
You
Mythos.
figured out my mythos.
Fraser's mythos is that of Genshin Impact.
Honkai Impact Legends.
I gotcha.
Cal is
You
the
are
loot
back to the most
box.
gacha.
I actually spent like money out of my bank account every time I pull something out.
You're
That's not a bad idea for a character, actually.
The annoying
Yeah,
thing
right,
is, I can see in my head how that would work. And I have a great idea for how it would work, but I can't do that. I can't do that here because I'm not doing the superhero thing where one of the villains is a dark reflection with the same powers as the other guy. Ugh. I'm not doing it. I'm not
You
yellow
mean like
jacketing
The
this
Legend
shit.
of Zelda?
That'd be pretty cool.
It's everywhere, man.
It is everywhere.
Okay.
That was exactly the bit I was about to do, was like keep naming different pieces of media that do it.
Try every superhero movie franchise has done it at least once.
Yeah.
At least Scott Pilgrim was funny about it.
At least Scott Pilgrim was funny about it because his opposite was just a decent dude.
Yeah, they just went and got some pancakes. He's pretty chill when you speak to him.
Oh, Canada. So yeah, you guys are still in Mal's flat. Effie has hung up the phone. There's an arm in a bag somewhere. It's fine. What do you guys want to do?
Fine.
Let's go see Gladys.
Let's go
Okay.
see Gladys.
Okay,
I want to work out what the fuck's up with my powers.
So we are going to see Gladys.
Bye. Oh yeah, is there anything mechanically that should happen given that I got shot? Like,
Yes, you died.
It's pretty
Does seem
mechanic.
to be very mechanical.
Yeah, I need you to take a
I roll a new character.
I need you to take a tier 6 status called Death.
Fuck up.
You are tier 6 death.
As opposed to tier 5.
Well, we haven't actually. Thing is, we haven't gotten into
Yeah, God,
enough.
that's so much worse than regular death.
We haven't gotten really into enough combative situations to really have talked about statuses, because they're kind of how the whole health and fighting system works in this game.
I have to say that I thought when we were talking about tier 6 death, I thought this was going to be like a loyalty scheme.
Death is a pyramid scheme.
How you get stamps for each time you die. You get a stamp, and you can turn in a fully stamped card to get like a
For
latte.
free death.
I'm genuinely
I mean,
just...
every fight at combat
One latte.
situation we've got into,
One
we had
latte every 5 deaths.
Yep. I've
Take
genuinely
that,
just remembered, like, what's going through my head is a Dragon Ball Z abridged bit, where I was like, hell, Chaozu's even died twice, and he's like, next time, I get a free sundae!
God damn it, Chelsea.
Oh god.
Fucking Chaozu.
I know.
So yeah. But yeah, no, every combat situation we've gotten into has either been immediately resolved or you've run away.
This is true.
Yeah, wee baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what my powers are.
Well,
Yeah.
let's go find out.
Where else
Yay!
is he? The wizard!
The wonderful wizard
Apparently-
of Gladys.
Proof. Both bullet and poison proof so far is what we've got.
well, you
I mean,
have all...
Let's try more thing.
Not to push metagaming onto this, but you have also already met someone else who's a bit more durable than a normal human. In fact, you met two someones.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we
Yeah.
did.
Clayman.
But one of them clobbered the other one.
I meant both. I meant the two golems at the bar, but also yes. So
Yes.
3 then.
3 then.
Yep.
Oh,
But blonde now?
neither of them. You saw Buck get injured. He didn't. Apart from the cracks, he didn't change.
Yeah. He
This is
just
the
needed
thing, I don't...
some
This is the
quick
thing I'm
drying
saying, there's no
cement.
accelerated healing here. You know, I've gotten a paper cut before, it didn't just itself back up.
Well, let's go find us some answers. Jonathan,
So-
would you like to montage us there?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Oh
Because-
man, that means we're gonna get fucked.
No. Because as much as this would be an appropriate place for a montage, what we're actually going to do is we're going to cut back to Effie. Effie, you arrive
Yep.
at the Hall of Records. And before you even open the door, you can hear the sound of a foot tap, tap, tapping.
One, two, three. She goes through.
You open the door into the back office, and you are greeted by a very tall, whip-thin old woman with her hair tied back into a grey bun that seems to just ever so slightly stretch the skin of her face into an almost permanent snarl. She wears a pair of glasses on a thin, very delicate chain around her neck, and she's dressed all in red. This is Gladys. Yes. Good evening, Esmeralda. What are you doing here? What took you so long?
I believe you received a call as to why I was late, miss.
Yes, well, she reaches down to a box of donuts on the desk and spears one, and just like picks up the ring donut, just like, yes, excuses were made. Suppose you better get to work. Chop chop.
Yes. Right away.
When we edit that, I need to put in a munch sound effect.
Effie
Munch.
quickly goes to her locker to drop off her stuff, tidy up her like visage, and then heads towards where her good pal is.
Ethel is sitting behind the front desk, with a what looks like a very large ledger in front of her, but what you know is concealing a magazine in the inside of it.
Who's the alcoholic this week?
Huh?
Who's the alcoholic in the mag this week?
Well, darling, I'm just trying to figure that out. See, they say he's an alcoholic, but I don't think he is. I think his problem actually is heroin, which explains why he's cheating on his wife with her twin, because he's too blitzed out of his fucking mind to understand it. And, see, they never get it right. They find all the dots and they never connect them up right.
Oh, yes, they'll never change.
Was she alright?
Yeah, she actually seemed a lot more understanding compared to usual. I think the phone call that preempted helped, and who the phone call was from.
Yeah, that and the morphine I put in her coffee.
Where the fuck did you get morphine from?
Don't ask, don't tell, love.
Effie gives her a wee kiss on her cheek and asks what records she has to maintain today.
Well, it looks like... Well, I didn't manage to get it all off your back, but looks like you're down on alphabetizing again.
Oh, fuck Dewey!
Sorry, love.
Right.
Traffic court.
Nope.
T through R.
Okay. She grabs one of the slidey things and heads, speeds away, just kicking it like you would a shopping trolley.
By
Don't get
slidey
lost.
things, you mean like ladder on wheels?
No, it's like one of the sort of book
Carts.
trolley things.
Oh, fair.
They had to take away the ladders thanks to someone's health and safety.
It's only because you got caught going round the corner at approaching 20 miles an hour.
That's why Clark owed a favour.
Anyway. You delve deeper into the cavernous records, and I do mean cavernous. As you walk, you feel like the floor is linoleum and slidey, but at the same time you can feel the texture of stone under your feet. You can hear the echoes off the cave walls.
Wish I had a... She pulls out one of her phones and uses it as a torch and puts it in the wee ticket that's for the cards.
Because of course the lights do not work great down here.
Nope.
Theo cameo.
Yay!
Hello, Theo.
Cameo. Theo cameo.
He's just a
He's
pooty
stuck to the-
cat.
Hello.
I thought
Oh,
I thought putty tat.
I did do a pretty tan.
Not to like
Amazing.
derail what you guys were talking about, but he came up to my feet, so I thought you'd enjoy a little cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems very happy. Looking around like, what the heckins is going on?
He's purring. He's also just sniffing at what the bowl that had my pasta in it. You're not lying. There was so much garlic in that. Mwah.
He's a greedy motherfucker.
Num 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 num.
Yes, he doesn't understand that certain things are bad for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that way about ice cream.
You stay away from that ice cream.
But it tastes so good.
But you smell so bad.
The lactose intolerance is a powerful weapon.
You're a weapon. Anyway,
So yeah, Effie, you are you going to begin your alphabetizing, or are you going to do something else?
she multitasks. Because she's like, right. Maybe I could find something here that would help with that request.
Well, that's gonna have to be. I think that's gonna be a Logos investigate move, because your abilities are about people. You know, a guy.
Yeah. Maybe I know some guys that look like the guys
I
that
know a
want to
guy
be
who looks
arrested.
like a record folder.
Okay.
Well,
So
you've got some. I think you've got some things that could apply here.
yes, I do. I'm a whiz with Ethel can help me.
Ethel can help you.
Because she is a whiz with records.
Damn right she is.
And I have good local knowledge, so I'll be like, right, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you use local knowledge on this as well.
Yeah.
Give me an investigate move. Investigate.
I rolled 2 dice.
Yes, 2d6.
Okay, that is a 5 and a 3.
That's an 8 plus 2. That's a 10. That's a total success.
Baby!
I was gonna say good because if that had been a failure, I was like, man, we are all rolling like dog shit today.
Congratulations! First success of the session. It's only been an hour!
You were the first person not to suck today. Woo!
Yay! He was also cheering for you in spirit.
Oh, he's not. He's a cat.
Exactly.
Though he is a very lovable cat.
He is.
Yeah,
don't
it's
normally
his
like-
season. It's his time of year. It's his most powerful time. Look how wibbly wobbly he is.
On a 10 plus, your investigation runs smoothly without any complications. Yeah, on a hit, you get clues equal to power. Spend your clues 1-to-1 to ask the MC a question about the subject of your investigation, or ask another player a relevant question about their character. They must give you either a straight answer or a solid lead. Yeah, so you have 2 questions you can ask me about this.
Am I able to find people that could be used for this purpose?
Well, here's the thing. Like, what exactly are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find people that I can give to Judge Monroe.
You're looking to frame people for this.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's not a good thing to do with a judge.
It could get us in trouble.
I'm trying to find maybe like a legal loophole, because how can I find the people if the vehicle no longer existed? Or
Okay, this is a big ask. It's a big ask. Can you find people who you could potentially stitch up for this?
no. Okay.
Okay.
Am I able to find more information on Marco?
You have his phone number. And I think using that, you might be able to find something. Give me a minute and I'll work out what. One other question you can ask me. Or do you want to save that?
What does LC stand for?
What does LC stand for? Okay. So, you run back up the aisle, find Ethel perusing a completely different magazine. You're right, love. What's got you up in such a tizzy?
I need to find out more information about the person that has this phone number. She puts down the business card.
Okay.
And I need to find out what LC represents to this woman. I take out one of the pictures from my handbag from the other night.
My, that's spicy.
You've not seen all of them. I'll show them later.
Oh, darling. That's a promise. Right. Ethel cracks her knuckles, and like it fully sounds like somebody hitting a bag of marbles with a stick, just like. Right then.
Effie stands back and marvels at this marvelous woman.
She hunches over her terminal, and fingers begin clacking, just clack, 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 clack. Right, let me see. You've got numbers, file records, phone records. Let's see, that's that. LC. I'll deal with that in a moment. Oh, that's very interesting.
What?
See, I went and looked at the phone records, because of course, first thing you look at. Phone records, and we keep a paper copy of the details of every phone that's registered. It's standard, you gotta have it. Providers registered with us, we get them in every month, you know this.
Yeah.
She stabs a letter on the screen, and you look, it's Marco's number, and it says expunged. But that's the thing. This man is clearly very, very sneaky.
I don't know. I fucking know it.
Oh, clearly. So, give us a mo. She gets up, grabs your little cart, and whizzes away at a surprising speed down the aisles. And you're sitting there for about 20 minutes.
No, I don't sit there. I make myself look busy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're sitting there for about 20 minutes. Until Ethel comes back and oh. Tell you what, these new heels are killing me. Right.
I hate the dress code in here.
It's a fucking nightmare. Right, let's see. She whaps her folder down and is like, right, that's all the files I've got to the previous owners of that number. Let's see. That is that's sort of previous offenders, females, LCs, big file. And this, my dear. She reaches into the bottom drawer of the card and pulls something out, a very dusty manila folder. This is what I like to call my fun file. Not that fun file, the other fun file.
Oh,
The work fun file.
good oxymoron.
Yeah, you gotta find your own entertainment.
Yeah. Anyway.
This. Now. She kind of looks around a little bit. Now, Gladys cannot know that I have this. Because it's just a teeny tiny little massive bit illegal. So, keep
Listen, I've just spent the entire day in the police and... No, don't worry.
Yeah, no. Just, ears like a bat.
I know.
This is the record, a little record I keep of who does the expunging.
Effie smiles and goes, you know a guy.
Of course I know a guy. Even better than knowing a guy, I know a guy's address.
Give me the address.
Now, what I went and did was I couldn't quite get the exact thing, but I got the date that I was expunged, because that's kept as a digital footprint record. I learned these computers very quickly. And then cross-referenced that with who was in. I did that and checked who had access to records and who was doing the clear-outs, you know, because you past a certain point, we don't keep certain things, you know. So I'm going to try and keep it being from confused with that, with what it is you're looking for. And this man, she waggles the folder, the man in there is a man named Lester Barnes. Now, Lester is a funny one, because he's 83. And he used to work here.
Okay, so...
He stopped working here 20 years ago. That record was expunged 5 years ago. Which means someone didn't necessarily take the key off of our little Lester.
Lester's still alive?
Oh yeah. You think I don't keep tabs on people? No, he's still alive.
Is he still got all these marbles?
Well, he's certainly still got something, I can tell you that. No, he's perfectly sane.
What was his fog light again?
Well, he lives down by the docks. If you're wanting to go and have a look down there. But maybe not today. Don't want to wake the beast, you know.
I've already had a cunt of a day, I'm not... Elsie!
I couldn't help you there. I'm sorry. It's too broad. I mean... I did find a couple of these, and she pulls out. She pulls from one of the folder, from the really thick folder. She pulls out a wallet. She opens, and it contains about 6 different photocopied. What you realize immediately are photocopied driver's licenses. So. It's hard to get a face off of that matches a driver's license, because, you know, expressions and angles and sometimes, and some of these are kind of old, but I've got these are the LCs I could find.
No, I appreciate that. Let's...
So we can go through them if you want.
Yeah.
And it is at this moment that the front doors open. Cal, Clark, Mal, you have entered the Grand Hall of Records.
Ooh.
And you are greeted by a few slightly disorienting things. Firstly, I mean, assuming this is slightly disorienting for Mal and Cal, you see Effie behind the desk. Secondly, you have that odd feeling of both linoleum and rock under your feet. Thirdly, there's the faintest whiff of sulfur. And fourthly, you hear a clacking of heels.
Get all the stuff back.
Ethel doesn't even appear to move. It's just the folders are just suddenly not on the desk anymore.
She's so good.
Effie?
Hi there, sir. How can I assist your inquiry today?
Clark, why is she being so weird?
The door to the admin office opens,
Oh.
and the tall, severe woman dressed in red walks out, and she looks at Effie and Ethel, and then she looks at Clark. And what the four of you see, but Ethel does not, is you see the few wisps of smoke coming out of her nose. Mr. Smith, to what do I owe the pleasure?
How would I address Gladys?
Oh my god, I
In
didn't
front
go.
of-
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, in front of a sleeper, how would I address Gladys?
You would. This is okay. Just Gladys is somebody who is who you have interacted with before, but
Yeah.
is very clearly not happy to see you on
No.
90% of your interactions. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
probably 4.
Yes.
Um,
But then, you know, like, yeah, I can't call her, but, you know, it's, I don't know if this is a title or a surname or how you feel.
yeah. So Madame de Lacy would probably potentially be a good one if you're wanting to be very formal. Or Ms.
seems a
if
bit-
you're wanting to be.
Yeah, but Ms.
Yeah.
Ms. DeLacy. I have come here on a personal matter, as opposed to a professional matter. Might I speak to you in private?
If this is a personal matter, then of course.
Thank you.
You may follow me into my office.
I usher Mal and Cal in behind me.
You just see Effie going, "What are you doing? Fuck you."
I just wave
was
at
like-
Effie.
She
Yeah,
is
we're
drawing
waving at
so
Effie.
many
Mal's
fucking
like-
daggers right now.
Mal's like lifting up a piece of hair and he's like,
She's blonde.
She goes, "Oh, you've done your hair. That looks nice. I am up for getting shots later."
Marvelous.
The door's
So,
closed behind us.
The door slams behind us.
Effie really wants to go up to the window to watch, but knows as soon as she does, she'll get caught.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Clark, you have ushered Mal and Cal in behind you into the office. Gladys clearly does not look necessarily pleased by this, but it doesn't look like she looks pleased by anything. Although you do notice that there is an empty box of donuts on the desk.
Lovely.
So, still got smoke coming out.
Yeah.
Just what is it you need this time?
On this occasion, we are currently in fear for the life of this individual. Mal, Gladys, Mal.
nice to
Gladys
meet
gives you the kind of look up and down that seems to cut straight through you down to the bone. Like, this woman has just looked at you and knows your shoe size, and just has gotten the complete measure of you in a glance.
That's good to say. And Clark turns to Gladys and goes, "Do you know her?"
I do not. Although I assume there will be records of her here.
That would be helpful.
You know that Gladys's powers do not sort of come along with knowledge. Like, she doesn't have supernatural knowledge like Effie does.
No.
She has her records. I'm assuming, Miss, you are newly touched?
I think so. I'm not sure how newly. I don't know if it's recent or maybe less recent. We are not sure.
Well, how long have you been able to perceive the supernatural? Stand up straight and give me a straight answer, girl.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Any-
How many days has it been since I first met these two chuckle fucks?
Two?
Like 2
Since you
days?
met these two
days.
chuckle fucks, that was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Since yesterday, ma'am.
I'd maybe wager it's been a little bit longer than that, but these things are not precise.
Well, two days that I noticed, ma'am.
Yes, well, what you notice and what is true are two very different things. Now, are you wishing to consult? You could see almost physical pain on her face as she asks this. Are you wishing to consult my mundane records? Or the less public ones?
Al just still standing up straight, just kind of nudges Clark and is like, Clark, what?
We would be looking to view the less public records.
Of course. She then looks at Cal. You.
Yes?
You are going to stay up here, and you are not going to touch anything.
Okay. He pulls out his phone and just starts playing a game.
I was like, cool!
Cal, like, I don't have to do anything, fuck yeah!
Cal and his infinite chill. You reek of
Stay
disorder.
here and do nothing? Fuck yeah!
I reek of what?
You reek of disorder.
That's pretty much accurate. Carrot stick?
She breathes out, and you
love
see
this vibe.
genuine, little sparks or gouts of flame just come out of her nostrils. Just
How big is this office?
not amazingly.
Okay.
The walls are completely lined
God,
with shelves. It's clearly admin, and there is quite a large, quite well carved desk.
So if you say I cast fireball right now, I swear to God.
No,
I was gonna take a nap.
you say this?
In her office.
On the floor.
Fucking opportunity.
Look, Cal's dead next.
I'm assuming you do not say this.
No.
There is no sofa in here. There is just the desk, the severe chair, and the shitloads of shelves and filing cabinets.
Is there a pillow?
No.
Can I get a pillow?
From your pockets, maybe?
Yeah. As they leave, when they leave.
Yes, you can.
So when I come up, when you come back, Cal is taking a nap.
Okay. Gladys
Nice
walks
knowing
over
you.
to a filing cabinet and opens it, but rather than it being pulled like a drawer, it opens like a door. And
Very cool.
there are stone steps leading down. If you would follow me, please. And she begins to walk down the stairs, heels clicking. Back in the front office,
Careful. Careful, she's away.
Finally, can I start smoking then?
I thought you'd give that up and started vaping instead.
Yeah, but it's more fun smoking behind her back.
Yeah, she wouldn't notice anyway. It's all sulphur to her. Aye, go.
Yeah.
Right. So Elsie.
She pulls it, like, she reaches under the thing and clearly, like, unsticks an ashtray.
Elsie. She's comparing the photos with the driver license.
There are several here. Although, since you have seen the rest of Jerry's photos, and Ethel only saw the one, you have a better guess of what this woman's face looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you a few goes over, but you find a driver's license with what is very definitely a younger version of the woman you've seen. Like the photo of this woman is clearly when she is 18 years old, whereas the photos that you took from Jerry, she was clearly in her mid to late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
The name on it is Luciana Dolores Calighieri.
Luciana Dolores.
Calighieri.
I might get the spell notes out. You later for that.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Or. Okay. So on this, I'll get her date of birth, the address she was last connected to, also which vehicle she could drive. Ethel, can you photocopy this bit of information for me, please?
Of course I can, love.
I'll also take a picture of it on my one of my phones and pop it away.
Cool. As Ethel heads off to the photocopier, yeah, because you got the address for Leicester, and you've now got the photocopy of the license for Ms. Calighieri, and we are about to enter the records. But I think, judging by the time and how long we've been going, I think that is where we are going to have our break for tonight. So we'll come back in 10-15 minutes. Hope everybody's still here. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Just release a little bit of tension. Teen Crimes break.
Teen crimes!
Teen crimes!
Crimes! And crimes! Froyo. 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 Froyo.
Yeah. I love how Johnny's basically like, take a nap, sit down. And then I'm like, I take a nap. And he's like, what the fuck?
That's who your character is. He's a lazy fucker.
If you leave me alone for a second where I'm just supposed to wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I'm just supposed to wait and do nothing. I will take a nap. That is the whole philosophy behind the character. I am actually going to go get a drink.
Yeah, Chris.
I think he probably expected you to talk to Effie. Once you
Effie's in a different room. She said, wait right here, and she's terrifying.
You said, wait upstairs. And you're right, she is fucking terrifying.
I could go talk. I could find an excuse to talk to Effie.
These Pringles open in my bag.
But
Makes
you
me
know,
so
once you
sad.
pop, you can't stop. Your bag can't
not
stop the
sailing.
launch.
Where the fuck is the lid? Oh, there's Pringle crumbs all over the inside of my bag. Well, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
No.
Are we still live?
It's yeah. We're on Teen Crimes.
Yeah, but like, did he put up a banner to say that we're not having a break, or no?
No.
People can still hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys! Oh,
Ow!
they are stale.
No, I'm so sorry. There's nothing more
Nothing
disappointment.
worse than No, I'm gonna eat them anyway.
I mean, yeah. No, like once you've committed to the cause, that's you. But it's still shads.
I've not been looking at chat. Pull up Twitch.
You've not missed anything. Chat, if you're still here, give us a message. Please?
Hello.
It's me you're looking for. I always sing that in...
It says there's 4 people here.
So that's
I think I'm
me,
one of them.
you, I think Fraser.
Fraser. We have 1 viewer. Say hi, viewer. Maybe they're shy.
Boo. Thank you, Chris.
I've exited out of it.
Oh, I've got 5 now. You been up to much or just...
Been at work all day.
Ooh.
I've spent all day today making dusty boxes in the back of the pharmacy, and now my fingers hurt.
I'm sorry
I
for
get to
your
put my
feelings.
earplugs in. I get to put my earplugs in, stand in the back of the pharmacy, and like make little patterns, basically. So you know, my autism brain kind of likes it.
Your
And more
Asperger's
importantly,
goes...
nobody talks to me because I'm trying to focus.
I have the opposite problem because I'm doing so many things and people talk to me. I've gotten used to going, yep. What did I just say? You said this. Like I was crocheting and
Sprinkles
doing a
disappointing.
PowerPoint today.
Yeah. Fully autopilot.
Yep, but I got all the information they wanted, and it was... My work are so weird. They don't want anything complicated, like presentation-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So I make it the most bitch basic high school stuff that they can use, despite the fact like I could probably automate some of their stuff, and I'm just like, nah, fine. Here you go. Yay, Fluffy!
Mm.
Oh, the fluff!
My hair's been up all day.
You so fluffy.
It's giving rat's nest.
I don't know. From this camera angle, you've got baby girls going because you are a baby girl with baby curls.
This isn't me being dramatic, trying to like drag it out all slow or anything. This is just how slow my fingers are going through it because of the fucking tangles.
Ugh. Because my hair's that wavy, they just go la 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 la. Probably should
Yeah.
straighten it at some point.
No, never,
Never?
never.
Anyway, see the thing about Fraser.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I kind of see where you're coming from, but I mean, he's my brother.
That doesn't
Yeah, I
stop
fucking
him.
hate that guy.
He's a dick.
Oh. Jay didn't put the little break thing up, so we are still live like this.
Yeah, I know.
We're just Trying to be entertaining and failing.
Trying your best.
I'm my best.
It's all you can do.
Mm-hmm. Oh hey, you remember how like 2 weeks ago I was really excited about my appointment? Like the
Yeah.
specialist I'm waiting for. What did Chris tell you? Or
Yeah.
did Jay tell you? Yeah.
Chris. But
Yeah,
what the hell, man? Seriously.
I know. Like I got there so early because I was so scared about being late. And I was sat there in the waiting room for a while, and I was like, my appointment was 10 minutes ago, what's going on? Before the lady came out and told me it had been cancelled.
Like, are they rescheduling it, or
Yes, my new appointment is tomorrow.
you want another call?
Nah, I'll be alright, but thank you.
Okay. Sakes, man. Seriously.
I know. It's only an extra 2 weeks, don't get me wrong, I was really upset about it initially, but given that I've been waiting like 4 years for this, another 2 weeks is fine, I suppose. I was still pissed off at the time, but
Oh, yeah, of course, but you know I blame Jane.
I'm
What did I miss?
We're talking about my appointment.
Okay, cool.
We started shit talking Fraser the second he sat down as well.
Fair.
But Fraser deserved it more.
Yeah.
Yep,
Look
fair.
at that fucking face.
Fraser, did Lucy show you what she got me for my birthday?
No. What'd you get?
Well, I mean, we're like the main thing is like we're gonna do like a whole like day together, but she also got me some very cute souvenirs, and I was gonna show you them because I thought that they were here, but now I realize they're in my living room, and I don't want to get up. So,
That's fair.
offer, I guess you don't get to know.
I'm looking at your present right now.
Don't give her your computer.
No, it's not my computer.
Don't give her your
me your
girlfriend.
computer.
It is my
Give me your girlfriend.
No. Please, it's
Oh,
the
well,
only one
you
I
know
have.
He just walked by the door when I said that, just was like,
Is she
What?
there?
She is there, yeah.
Egan, are you there? You're my
"Can you
girlfriend
hear
now.
me?"
I said I'm looking at your present, and someone said, "Give her your girlfriend." And
Said don't. We said
oh,
don't.
he said don't. Johnny doesn't think you'd be a very good present.
Sakes, Jay.
Can't believe you'd say that.
You monster.
Oh, ouch. El Tegan, I think she would be the best present.
Kelly thinks you'd be the best present.
Except women are not property.
She had a little love heart. She doesn't really seem to mind about the fact that we're referring to her as property. She didn't.
Do this at Fraser. Do this. Do this at her for me. No,
She-
that's not what I did. I'm doing this.
Oh, I
The
wasn't.
little, the little one.
I don't. What?
Just look, it's like a little heart here.
Oh,
More
like that.
importantly, women aren't property.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you were
Fraser,
doing
how
that.
do you sound like Owen?
No, it's a little heart.
I thought.
It's a little hard.
I mean,
She did
I
it
get
bad.
that, but I also am aware that, like,
Look, there she is. She's in the mirror behind me. You can see her.
Hi.
She lives in the
hey,
middle.
Tegan. I am.
And that's Deegan's
not
misty
property.
powers. She lives in
Yes.
mirrors.
But I say this is because, like, back in the day, that used to be a heart, and then it became that was a heart.
Fucking-
I was never really good at
freaked me
that-
out.
that
That's
one.
what the kids do apparently, and now apparently it's that.
I don't fucking know, man.
Oh, sorry. That.
I don't know what to
it's
do there.
cute. It's cute. You struggling there, Fraser?
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I like this one because you can flip it into that.
Hey.
I mean, that's fair. I have just accepted that realistically, you know, I am a white man in my 30s, and I'm never gonna be any good at any of this.
Yeah, that's the thing, Chris. You're 30 now. You don't
I
have
am
to give a
30
shit about any of this.
Yeah.
Baby. Baby.
Kitty.
Give a shit about that.
Kitty. That's true. It's a very cute kitty.
Yeah, like,
I just realized how bad it looked that I was like wiggling around there. He doesn't mind. He's already purring.
Yeah, that's alright.
He's
He
getting
likes
He
attention.
starts to purr the second I pick him up.
Because he
Hell, sometimes
will.
he'll purr if you look at him.
yeah,
I mean, that's cute.
he's a big softy.
He's just like, oh,
Really
love and attention. Unlike Lyra,
You want
who will
kisses?
absolutely like dump tackle your knees to get attention.
Yeah,
That's the
she's
thing. He's not really much. He's not much of a lap cat. Like he'll sit on your lap sometimes, but he doesn't tend to like come asking for affection. But like the second you pick him up, he's like, "Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, blah."
Affect me.
To be fair, he's very cute.
Literally.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing exactly.
He got me in the chin for kisses.
Yeah.
This is why usually when I'm holding him, I'm constantly kissing him because otherwise I do end up with an ear in my mouth.
thank you.
And on that note, shall we return to the game? This is
I mean,
roleplay.
I suppose we ought to. It is in theory what we're here for.
In theory.
In theory.
Baby, this is what you came for.
We have
Lightning
inferior.
Strikes, but it's a cat. And it purrs.
strikes every time a purse.
Anyway! Now he's got his mouth full. Talk over Jonathan, that's the new plan.
Anyway, Effie, you have the photo. You have now got the photocopy of Luciana Caligieri's license, and you have the address of the elderly Mr. Barnes, who used to work at Records Hall, who may have been doing some expunging.
I thought you were going to say fiddling for a second. And I was going to go deedly deedly dee.
Okay, one, no, and also two. Hey, Red Diamond, shut up!
Roast him, Diamond, roast him!
Shut up, Red.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna need help with this one. Cal.
I'm gonna go wake him up.
It means going near Dolores's door, and I don't want to do that.
Gladys.
Gladys.
I mean, you do know that they've left. Like, you watched them leave.
No, because we were
Yeah,
still
you
in the...
You know what that cabinet sounds like because you listened to it very carefully.
Mm.
Ethel,
Yeah.
see, as soon as you get any inkling that they're coming back, get me the fuck out of her office. I need to go speak to one of the guys in it.
No worries, I've got you.
I knock the door.
Huh? Yeah?
Cal, I'm calling in that favor, baby.
Oh, sure, yeah. What do you need?
I would like you to accompany me to...
When you, by the way, when you come in the room, he's like getting up off the floor, and there's like a pillow on the floor.
Okay, you cannot tell Gladys that you were doing that.
Pick up the pillow and put it back.
Get rid of that. I would like you to accompany me to visit someone.
Okay.
It might be a clue as to who the fuck is messing with her shit. So, yeah. But, obviously not right now. Needs to be after my shift.
Will do.
We'll
Right.
head out tomorrow.
Am I supposed to be keeping this a secret, or...
No, you can tell the other two. Are you forming a clique now?
Well, it's more like we've all been accused of the same crime. We're trying to, like, prove our innocence sort of thing. Not
Yeah,
rather than a
don't advertise that.
Yeah, well, you know already. So
I have my own issues with that particular thing now, which I'll need to figure out. Hmm.
what do you mean?
And I know a guy who knows a guy who wants to know about you guys. So, and
Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm trying to keep some level of. Anyway, meet me at the Hearthstone, and we'll head out tomorrow, right?
Should I bring the other two, or
I don't give a fuck. It's up to you, man.
fair enough? I'll see you then.
Right. By the way, what is your phone number?
I give you my card. It's on there.
I pick up the phone that's got Clark's number, and I program it to have like meep meep on it.
Sweet.
Meep meep.
Meep.
It's pretty good.
Seems pretty apt. It's either that or Marvin the Martian, but you're too lazy for him. Wait, actually, why am I putting Roadrunner? Fuck it, it's done now. What are you guys here for anyway?
Oh,
As
Funny
you ask
story.
that, I think we're actually going to transition down to the other two. So it seems like a good place to do that.
Yeah.
I recap while we're
yeah.
in the other.
Yeah, the other. We're having a cinematic thing, you know? Like, what are you guys doing here, by the
Actually,
way? Immediately cuts to what they're doing here. Clark and Mal, you are walking down this very, very narrow staircase that seems to lead into the basement. There is no light. But Gladys seems to be able to see perfectly fine down here. You hear the clicking of her heels against the stone steps. Then there is a moment of silence, a click, and the buzz of fluorescent lights as they come on, revealing these. What are the shelves above in the records hall are plain pine, simple wood, nothing that really fancy. These are carved antiques, covered in symbols and runes and exquisite details, and they are stacked with these thick leather-bound ledgers. There is not... the air down here feels dry. There's not a drop of moisture in here. And you also realize that this isn't... Clark, you have seen this before, and you get just a little bit of a headache seeing it again now, because this is not a standard basement. This is not something that anyone ever applied for planning permission. While the floor is flat and leveled, this was not dug out and built. This was very clearly borrowed by something. You are not in a basement. You are in a cave. Not a metaphorical one. A whole ass cave.
Hollow.
Could it be described as perhaps a lair?
Maybe. It may also be described as a dungeon. If you want to get
She's a dragon.
If you want to get specific on that count.
She's a dragon.
It may have been suggested.
Fucking drag. How Did you piss off a dragon?
I told her horde wasn't
Bureaucracy.
up to code.
Bureaucracy. It's because he's the health inspector. Now, here's a question. Kelly, you have just realised this. Does Mal realise this?
Mal isn't there. Oh, no, cow. Mal.
She is.
Ah!
This is why the rhyming names
Is
are
there?
hard.
You know what? You know, I don't know what's funnier, whether if she realizes it or not. Can I roll for it? Is there a move for that?
Not really, no.
Roll to be racially insensitive.
I mean, do you want to ask her? Do you want to ask Clark? You can...
I don't want to make a fucking sound. You know what? Mal does realize and says nothing. She is scared.
Fair.
She's scared as shit.
Fair. Because you may or may not be standing less than 5 feet from a whole ass dragon. I will happily tell.
A pretty irritated seeming one.
Yes, someone who does not like her horde being accessed.
Oh my god, is that what this is? Is this her horde? Did we just ask a dragon for permission to look at its horde?
At her horde.
We're gonna die down here.
Now, Mr. Smith, you are aware of the rules. However, your companion is not, and I trust that she will abide by them. Nothing in this room is to be damaged or removed.
Understood.
There will be consequences if I find anything out of order, even slightly damaged. This includes dog-earing any pages. And if... And she at this point she leans over you, Mal. And if I find you attempting to remove anything from this room that you did not enter it with, then there is not a force in this city that will stop what will happen to you. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good.
I also have a question.
Yes.
Is this a like, I know some people think you're supposed to, like, you know, handle historical artifacts with gloves so that the oils from your fingers don't damage anything, but also I know that when it comes to, like, ancient books, you're supposed to, you know, not wear gloves because it means your, like, fingers are less sensitive and you're more likely to tear a page. And do you have a preference? She says that in one breath.
You may touch the ledgers unprotected.
Okay, thank you.
To be asked a dragon, yeah, that's the simplification of the desolation of Smaug. But, what do you guys do?
Well, we're looking specifically for any record of the existence of Mal. So I was kind of hoping that, you know, Gladys being the one who, you know, filed her horde would, you know what kind of section to look in.
I shall check. And she stalks off into the. She stalks off across the shelves. Finger runs across the spines of the books, but never actually touches them. She's taking unbelievable care of this.
Yeah.
Tell me, young lady. What is your story? Your mythos.
I don't know.
Excellent. The identity of such can be sometimes difficult to ascertain. I understand this. But any knowledge that you may have of this may play a significant part in identifying you.
I've almost died a few times. Once I mean, just this morning I was shot right here by someone standing right here. She holds her hand just like just out. And I woke up with no wound, no scar. My hair did not look like this before I got shot. I woke up blonde.
You were shot in the head at point blank range, and all you suffered was a change of hair colour.
Well, it used to be a little bit wavrier than this as well. I mean, it's kind of really straight. It's a little bit longer now as well, but mainly that.
Any other near-death experiences?
I was poisoned once.
With what?
Cyanide?
Cyanide.
Yep.
Young lady, are you aware of the survival side effects of hydrogen cyanide?
No. I think you're supposed to throw up a bunch, but I also figured they pumped my stomach in the hospital, so...
Yes, the effects can be rather disfiguring. And yet you sit here new. For the first time, Gladys's severe expression sort of wavers as she kind of just goes, new. That's what it is. She, quick as a flash, she reaches out, grabs you by the front of your shirt, drags you in close.
Yeah.
New. You're new.
Yeah.
No, no, no. You're only a few hours old.
I think I'm a bit older than that, but what do you mean I'm only a few hours old? I remember yesterday.
This The woman who stands in front of me is only a few hours old. You've only been alive for a few hours.
I don't understand.
Now, I hold the most complete records in the city. But there is one other who has a greater talent for knowing people than I do, and that is Effie.
Effie, yeah,
Effie shivers as if someone's just said her name.
we met yesterday. She didn't know me. She made a point of expressing how weird it was that she didn't know me.
Effie's abilities are extensive and very widespread. For her to not know you at all is not just rare, it is a singularity. I do not know of it ever happening before. And you say that you have been poisoned, and you have been shot, and you have survived these as near-death experiences.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you quite need my records after all. All you needed, Mr. Smith, was a little bit of deductive skill. Do you know what I think would happen if I cut your throat right now? She stays perfectly still. She doesn't move. Yes, you.
That takes a full step back.
I think you would die. And then I think sometime later, another woman would get up who looks just the same as you and would walk away. Now, you have done nothing to affect me or this place, so I will not test this theory.
I mind cutting my throat. I was about to die of a fucking heart attack.
She smiles this mirthless, wide smile, and you see the flames behind her teeth. There are worse ways to go. Now, if you wish to find your birth certificate or any other information about yourself, those will be kept in the records above. In terms of discovering what you are, I will require your details to be recorded. At this point, this is the point where you see hunger in Gladys's eyes.
Okay.
Like this woman
Yeah.
wants to know everything about you.
You're going to be there a
Free
while.
therapy. Free therapy session. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, Marie. I tell you what, if my life story is going to be safe with anybody, it's going to be safe with this scary ass dragon lady who just very casually hypothesized about slitting my throat.
I also enjoyed her like completely unsubtle jibe at Clark being like, "Yo, Clark, if you'd used your brain for 10 seconds, you probably could have figured this out and not come and ruined my fucking day."
Yeah, fully, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, enough, yeah, that seems like right to me.
Gladys is a record keeper. She does not necessarily like people looking at the records. They're her records.
No, my records. Don't touch my records.
Yeah,
Dragon.
fair.
Caught him.
Dragon.
Yeah, like, does she want me to sit down and tell her my life story now, or does she want me to go figure out what the fuck is going on with me and then come back later?
What is your name?
Al Ashford.
She reaches up to the shelf without looking, hand goes along, pulls a ledger from the shelf. So gently and delicately puts it down on the single reading table that is down here. And she opens it. You see the ledger is full of very neatly and very precisely handwritten accounts. And you realize that these are profiles. These are people. And it's right at the start at A. And she begins flicking through to an empty page. Ashford. Your full name.
Forgot what Mal's short for. It's been that long since we did the character creation. I've forgotten what Mal was short for.
Mallory?
Give me a minute. No. No, there was a specific. Give me a minute. I'll find it. Sorry, guys.
It's alright.
While this is going on, Jay, I'm asking Ethel, what is it Lester likes to loosen his lips up? Like, is it women? Is it chocolate, liquor?
Her first name is Mallow.
Mallow.
Malo.
Mallow. She begins writing it down and begins taking an account of your experiences, your name, your date of birth, like every specific detail about you, and starts writing down.
Oh, my man, pa. I'm sorry.
Keep any no, she wouldn't say keep any extraneous detail out. She just is copying this shit down. Like she only asks about your experiences after you were poisoned for the first time and the sort of events leading up to it. Upstairs, Ethel is like, well, if you want to get Lester to open up a bit, frankly, you can't go wrong with a decent bottle of brandy.
I'm sure I've got a couple of bottles of that knocking about. It's final.
Well, Ethel just leans back in her chair, opens the bottom drawer, pulls out a bottle.
Oh, Ethel, you made me think of when I was in geography class. Is there a full bottle in there?
Not a brandy.
Has Ethel got a death wish?
I wouldn't deprive you, and I'm not carrying that the fuck out of here.
Fair enough.
I appreciate it, though.
Shows it. I don't know if this has been revealed to anyone else, but Ethel's a sleeper. Ethel just
Yeah,
thinks
no,
that
we-
Gladys is her bitch of a boss.
We
You
figured
said
it
she's
out.
the only one who doesn't notice the smoke.
Yeah.
She doesn't see things.
She just thinks she like reeks eggs.
Yeah. Ethel's fully convinced that Gladys has like a 40 a day smoking habit.
That's fair.
And obviously Effie won't say anything, so
Oh, of course Effie wouldn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ethel wouldn't remember it. Or hear it.
Or believe it.
Or even believe it. Or just think it was a metaphor.
hey. I've got Brandy, check. My backup, check. I've got the information about LC stowed away. I've not got a time frame in that information, so that's okay. No, I don't want Meg to hold a grudge on me for not giving it earlier on anything.
As you are working all this out, you hear something in the stacks.
The filing cabinet's not near anything here,
Filing
is
cabinet's
it?
in the admin office. You're out there. You're back in like the main records hall.
So, is there anyone else other than me, you, and the dragon left in?
Yeah. Nobody's signed in.
I am looking forward to that drink with McLean at this rate. Listen, I better get back to work. I owe you so much. Thanks.
I'll put it on your tab
catch up with you
there.
later. Catch up with you later. Give her a wee kiss in the cheek.
Alright, alright. She's grinning. Cal, I'm assuming you were standing at the desk, maybe?
I think I was still in.
He was in the office.
Unless Effie told me to come with her.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Yeah, she did tell you specifically to get the fuck out of the office, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have, because she didn't want to have the conversation in the office. I've just been like sitting there. I don't know, on my phone.
Effie, do you make any motions to
carrot
Cal? Do
sticks.
you say anything to
Yeah,
him?
slap the phone out his hand. You're coming with me.
Okay. I put my phone in my pocket. Put the carrot sticks away.
Yeah, don't let Lucifer see you using them.
Yeah. Quite particular about no food and drink. Right, you. Come on. We are gonna go look at some traffic law stuff.
Good old traffic court
Fun.
filings.
Well, it's past tree law, so next one's traffic law.
Tree law.
Tree
Fucking
law!
love tree law.
Tree law.
You guys are gonna read about traffic law, and I'm getting threatened by a dragon.
Well, no, I'm just making that excuse so Ethel doesn't think
Yeah.
we're up to anything.
Well, I'll keep an eye out. Don't worry.
Cheers, missus. Right, you, come on.
Let's go.
You head deeper into the cavern. Great.
There's someone. I heard someone in these stacks, and they have not signed in, and you do not sign in when it comes to Gladys.
Don't fuck with her.
You don't fuck with Gladys. um,
So you and I are going to investigate.
Let's investigate then.
Okay, you got anything that can light this place up?
Pull out a flashlight. Or I try to.
He's on fire.
You pull out. Away from the eyes of a sleeper, things can be a little bit more fast and loose. You pull out a lit light bulb.
Works.
Like you're just holding it. You're just holding like a 10-watt bulb that's just lit in your hand.
You have one of the most bizarre fog lights I've ever seen. Right, okay.
I have an idea.
I was gonna. If you let it go, it does float above your head, just like.
Oh shit. That's cool.
Effie
That's never
really
happened
wants to
before.
smack it off the top of his head, but she's
If you
just
want
like,
to, if you want to explain why there's broken glass all over the floor.
no. Okay, since you have your light and I've got... She pulls out her phone with the torch. Let's stick together, not split the party, and have a look about.
We search.
You begin to creep down the aisles of shelves. And I'm going to need you both to roll to sneak around. And check if you have any abilities that would assist with this.
Just a man in a suit. By staying out of people's way, I go unnoticed.
I
That's a tag I have.
Yeah, I guess that would maybe apply here.
I'm good at, slipping into the background.
Even if you
So
are,
just a
walking around with a
+1.
glowing bulb over your head.
Yeah. Well.
I do have the power tag parkour. I know my way around.
I'm going to say no on that one. Sorry.
Parkour!
Parkour is the opposite of sneaking around. It's actively flashy
It's,
movement.
yeah.
It's a 9 total.
Local knowledge wouldn't really work. Well, actually, because I'm local to this environment, I know my way around it.
That would maybe help if you were getting lost. I'm not sure if it really helps if you're trying to be concealed.
Sneak.
Yeah.
But I would know where all the good hidey holes are.
Again, maybe if... Okay, I'm going to say no.
Right, okay.
If
It's
you were
worth a
taking
shot.
refuge here and you were hiding in the shelves, then yes, that would maybe apply. But since you're moving and looking for something while being sneaky.
Fair enough.
That's the great thing about this game.
Right.
It's like, can I maybe bullshit this?
Alright.
Oh.
You ready, Froyo? That's a 5 and a 2.
So that's a 7. So that's a mixed success from both of you. When you use your powers to act secretly or deceptively, roll plus power on a hit. Everyone that should fall for it falls for it. On a 7 to 9, it's complicated. And I get to pick one of 3 effects.
I don't like that smile.
We never like it when Jonathan smiles.
I blame his dentist.
You hear a rustle of paper from further down the aisle. And then that strange absence of sound that only really comes from someone being very, very quiet.
I slide off my heels so they don't make noise on the floor. I try and dim the light on my phone.
Covering up the light bulb.
I hold my breath and get closer. Try and make out what it is.
As you delve a little bit deeper, I'm gonna need both of you to face danger.
Oh no.
Hey, face danger. Right.
As something comes barreling out of the darkness towards you. So let me know if you got anything that can help with being potentially knocked down or knocked out of the way.
Can I swipe at Fraser's light bulb and throw it at it?
I think that would be a separate move, like after this.
Fraser, do you have any help points towards Effie?
No.
Didn't
I
think so.
checked earlier.
Yeah, sorry.
God damn it, I've got one for you!
Then I think no, because that would be you helping him to help you to help him.
I was gonna try and like pull out my mallet real quick if I recognize that there's danger coming towards us, to try and mitigate some of the damage at least. It's a big fucking mallet.
Okay, you can maybe get the mallet. Vary?
I'm gonna try and roll out the way and take a picture of what it is with flash.
That sounds
So
like
it's eliminated.
I was gonna say that also sounds like you're using your parkour skill, which absolutely applies here.
Yeah.
Because that's a physical thing that you have that you can do.
Parkour!
Exactly.
It's like judo chop.
Exactly.
Parkour.
Yeah. Any other abilities you want to try and invoke here to face danger?
I know
None
a
of my
guy who
low
taught me how to deal with these situations.
That's kind of a catch-all. I'm not really
I'm
sure.
gonna say no. I'm gonna say no on that one.
Yeah,
because
it's
your
worth a shot.
ability is about finding people, not recalling just shit from somebody.
I do love the idea though of Effie just being like, I know a guy who knows kung fu.
I know a guy that could help me in this situation, but he's not fucking here!
This is one of those great things where you can kind of see how different characters fit really well into different situations. And Vary, you really didn't. You made somebody who's really good at coming up with finding information and doing stuff. You didn't build someone who's great with physical confrontation.
Because she's not.
Exactly, and it's great. And we're doing this. So character stuff.
I'm decent at it, so let's see how it goes.
So let's both of you roll to face danger.
Let's fucking rumble.
I think you're both taking a +1 to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
For very different reasons. Vary.
I got a 6 and a 1.
That's still a mixed success. That's still an 8.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Which makes that a 10 for you, which is a total success. Okay. That's the great thing about
I'm getting me mallet.
these kind of like tier systems rather than just like having a DC like in D&D. It's actually kind of hard to fuck up. Yeah. On a 10 plus, you fend off the effect and take no status at all. On a 7 to 9, you take the status but with -1 tier. On a miss, you take the full status. So, yeah, this would only have given you like a mild, just knocked down thing. So I'm gonna say you just ignore Effie. You ignore the status completely because it would have been 1 point of knocked over.
I rolled over my shoe.
Yeah, so with your skill, you can kind of dive down and you can catch a bit of a blurry picture as whatever the fuck that was goes right past you at full pelt, and you hear a shout from the front desk. Ah, you bastard! And you hear the sound of broken glass.
No! And I just bolt to the front desk.
I bolt as well.
You see the doors swinging shut and Effie Ethel yanking another bottle out of the bottom drawer and brandishing it. Fucking bastard jumped over my fucking head!
Are you okay?
I keep running out the door.
I think I've shat myself, but fucking hell.
Where's the cameras? We need to see who this was.
Oh fuck
He
yeah.
didn't sign in.
Oh fuck. She looks at the bottle she's holding, and you, over the smell of sulfur, you catch a sudden very strong smell of alcohol. As you glance over and you see broken remains of a bottle where Ethel has clearly chucked it at this guy. And missed.
He's so dead.
You check the cameras, I'll get them up.
Deal.
Fucking makes a beeline for the broom closet.
I make a beeline for the cameras.
Yep.
I'm
Cal.
still chasing.
What? Cal, you go
I'm
out the
chasing.
door.
Mhm.
You go out the door, fucking just Terminator 2 style, just do. Just in time to see, fully in the light, you see, a closing gap in the crowd as people are kind of like, whoa, fuck was that? What was that guy? What was that Ethel doing? Would you like to make pursuit?
Get the pogo stick.
I was
And
gonna
then
pull out.
bicycle.
I was gonna pull out a ladder,
A ladder.
climb up, and look over the crowd.
An improbably large self-standing ladder.
Okay, yeah. You just just pulling the ladder out of your pocket, and then you just climb up of it, and it's like freestanding kind of clown ladder style, just like.
Yeah, it's not like two ladders. It's one.
No, it's one ladder, and you're like. Whoa.
And I'm looking for the blur.
You see, you manage to catch sight of a man dressed entirely in black, diving into the back of a car. Door slams and it drives away.
License plate.
Yeah, you get the license plate.
Yes. Good work. I realize how high up I am. I'm like, shit. I climb back down.
You pull out a little sign that says help.
I go help, and then the ladder starts falling. I'm sliding down it.
Yeah, you just like slide down it. People just kind of like part around you. Nobody walking on the ladder. You hear somebody just mention, "Is like, there's always somebody painting something or cleaning some wall or some shit."
Window washer, and then I go back inside.
Washing ain't fucking windows, pal. Keep going. You head back
I leave the
inside
ladder
and
there.
you-
I don't care.
and you are nearly knocked clean off your feet as Ethel just with a broom just whip, sweeping up all the glass. Like literally she's got the broom in one hand and she's got the mop in the other and she's just kind of
It's like
Dual wielding.
Yeah,
strong bleach smell to remove the alcohol smell.
yeah. Just mopping up all the booze first, and then shh. Check out the bastard.
I got a license plate.
Oh, fantastic! You can stick that in the system and report him to the police. I wonder how if he's getting along with them cameras. As Effie is dealing with the cameraman
Camaraderas.
Mal, you are sitting kind of describing the events post-poisoning and sort of the last 2 days to Gladys, who, for some unknown reason, immediately sits bolt upright.
Let's say Clark is immediately on edge as soon as Gladys bolts upright.
She stands up, like, towering, and you can see for a second that her skin changes, becoming red and scaly. And then she calms herself a little and stalks back up the stairs.
Clark, it's like, let's go.
Yep. Yeah, I follow Clark.
Boogie, time to boogie.
We boogie on up.
At that moment of eye contact, we're like, yeah.
Yeah. Gladys comes stalking up through the stairway, and you guys just manage to get out of the filing cabinet just in time as it slams shut.
Yes, so please have cleaned that up in time, please.
What is going on here?
I bow my head to Gladys, going, we had someone who did not sign in. I'm currently checking the cameras to find out who it was.
Good.
I chased him into the street and I got a license plate. He jumped into a car and drove away.
Good.
I also made sure Ethel was protected during this time, because we need to have a good cover.
Do you suspect this was more than mundane?
Absolutely.
I mean, unless the guy breaking in here was Usain Bolt, I think so. He fucking sped past us like a freight train.
I could hear them do something to one of the records.
You can just feel the fury coming off her like waves. In fact, there's even a heat haze beginning to form a little around her head.
This is why I'm being completely honest, because I know how fucked this is.
I am going to check the files.
Adam.
She steps out into the front lobby, stops for a second, looks at Ethel, who is back behind the desk. And you see that Ethel is looking a bit shaken. You know it's a little bit of a put on. Because you also know that in her younger days, well, one, Ethel probably wouldn't have missed, and two, probably would have run after the guy. But she's old and her knees can't take it anymore.
Which she told me the other night.
Hey.
Gladys stalks past Ethel without saying a word. It's probably a good thing. and goes down the aisle that you were on. Clark and Mal, do you do anything?
I very, again, like, very quietly to Effie and to Cal, I'm like, do we think this might have anything to do with our own ongoing problems?
No way to know, really.
Well,
I mean, it's a records office. Anyone could want to have something deleted or know something.
but this is the mundane records. This section.
Yeah, but like, still.
Well, on the plus side, we had a lovely chat, and we've learned a few things about Mal.
Oh,
Mal's even practically made a friend.
On cue, you hear a roar from the other end
no.
of the aisle. Which I will not do now because I will probably upset my neighbours, my housemates, and my mic probably won't pick it up anyway. But it is a loud, guttural, bestial thing. And you see Gladys storming back up the aisle. Full scaled. Red
Effie
scale.
kind of blanches a bit.
Her skin has turned to fully red scales, and she is clutching a folder in her hand.
Effie just
Very
bows her
nice
head.
ones.
Clark stands very still.
Now, this is unacceptable.
Acceptable.
She puts the file
Yeah, I
down
thought it was.
on the front desk and opens it. And you immediately recognize the picture in the file.
Oh no.
It's a headshot of John Henderson.
So it is.
This... Ethel? Yes, boss? Call the police. Please inform them that we have had a break-in and that it may be pertinent to an ongoing investigation. If you tell Captain Monroe will know why, and will know how I know, and will not ask questions. Yes, boss.
That might be our cue.
Books it.
Marvelous.
And as she does, Gladys stabs her fingers onto the file, which you realise has been redacted.
Well, that's not good.
This man is one of us. Was one of us. And from what I understand, he was found dead yesterday
That is correct.
Yeah.
They attempted to frame the four of us for his murder.
And they came in here to redact one of my files.
Effie smiles.
This man, John Henderson, was touched. And from what I understand, he bore the mythos of Zeus.
It's a pretty hefty one.
Just like the god?
Yes.
Yes. We are not all monsters. Some are gods, some are heroes, and some... And at this point she kind of just looks. She looks at Clark and she looks at Cal. Are problems.
Very nice.
Clark remains completely impassive.
Effie,
She raises her head.
when you find whoever did this, you are going to bring them to me. And I am going to burn them. Do you understand?
She nods and goes, I know a guy who can hunt him down.
And that's where we'll end our session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been episode 4 of City of Mist. This has been very, very fun.
Yeah.
We will be back next week at the same time, 7 o'clock Monday night, here on Twitch, where you can turn on alerts or however it works. I'm not actually sure. I'm not very good at this. To stay updated, be notified when we go live, yada, 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 yada. They'll probably send you an email. It's whatever. Or if you have missed any of the previous episodes, you can go onto YouTube, at the Brothers Honey YouTube channel, where you can find all of our previous streams, all the dumb, unrelated, weird D&D and Pokemon stuff, and all of our previous episodes of City of Mist, including clips and highlights from these streams when I get around to them. And if you are on Patreon, for me, you will be able to stick around. Well, you'll be able to find it tomorrow as we geek out over the credits. That's Jonathan David Honey on Patreon, where we will be discussing this session and moving forward and various ideas. And probably be revealing a few things, because we've been quite explicit about a lot of details, but I want to maybe talk about some interesting character reveals with the party. So yes, you can follow me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can follow my games company, Old Alliance Games, at @old_games. I'm finally going to be having a meeting with my marketing person this week, finally, to get some stuff, because she's been ill and it's been kind of crazy. So we'll be dealing with that. You can follow Chris on Instagram at ChrisHoneyActor, and soon he shall be commanding a play of the Addams Family, which, thank you, which I guarantee it's going to be great. So if you're in Scotland at any coast, any point, or even some parts of England, and you're willing to travel, and you're willing to come up to where is that again, Chris?
Airdrie. We have a train station. It's great.
They do have a train station. It's very modern. Get fucking lynched for that one. And I'm sure at some point we'll start, revealing some actual show dates for that, so that people can come along.
I mean, actually, I do have the show date. In fairness, this is information that I have.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say, we have 4 shows. We're doing Thursday the 9th, Friday the 10th, and we have a matinee and an evening on Saturday the 11th of November.
Woo!
Please do come along. It'll be very, very good. You can find tickets via my Instagram, or if you look for Monklands Light Opera on Instagram or Facebook, you can get tickets.
Brilliant. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Does anybody else have anything they would like to plug or talk about?
Yep.
Cool.
Fantastic. It's always worth asking. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. We are gonna tune out. This has been very good fun. I'm gonna fucking put my DM screen away so I can see what I'm doing. So entire bottom half of my screen, I can never see what the fuck's going on. That's why I'm always kind of peering up, because I can't see any of my tabs or any of the buttons to do anything.
Fair enough.
But yeah, thanks
right.
everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come along next time.
Bye!
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.